Sutherland, naturopath and FX Medicine Ambassador. We are here today at the 2024 NHAA Herbal Medicine Summit. And with us, we have Sally Mathrick, who is also a naturopath. Welcome, Sally.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. I would love to know, what does your life look like as a naturopath? What do you do? What happens?
Well, it's multifaceted. Generally speaking, I'm a supervisor for Torrens University, so I've been busy doing that, and I'm also a lecturer for one subject, and that subject's around how do we apply naturopathic medicine and herbal medicine to a larger in a larger sphere in the real world. I also have a small practice, and I'm working with menopausal women going through the menopausal transition. Currently writing a book about that as well. And I've wrote some courses, like Shape Your Menopause is the program that I've developed, which works really well. So there's lots of things that I do as a naturopath.
You sound like you have so many great things going on, and I love talking to all the other naturopaths here because it really makes me see that there is no one way to do things. There's so many different options for us as naturopaths.
So many. And you know that joke, how many naturopaths does it take to change a light bulb? It's like, well, one changes a light bulb, but there's like 99 standing around going, I wouldn't have done it like that. And so I think that's the joy of it, is that there's so much need for healing and for, for bringing more holism and more harmony and, vitalistic healing, which is harmonious on so many different ways. And there's so many different ways of doing it. So, yeah.
Exactly. And do you have any pet projects on that you'd like to share with us or tell us about? I know you've always sort of been in the activist space. So is there anything going on at the moment?
Well, as a matter of fact, we've got a project which is aimed at raising money for women's well-being. This year is our first year, and we're focusing on raising money for women's homelessness, or basically funding 6 local services, helping women at the coalface of, who are facing homelessness, so helping them with lots of things. And it's called the Darling Muffs of May. It kind of is like Movember, but for women. So really what we're talking about is pubic hair. And it's sort of different from Movember, because it's not like we can say to someone, you have to grow your hair, or you have to, you have to grow your muff, your pubic hair, because it's your muff and it's your choice. So we've developed over many, many laughs, and the whole thing started as a joke. This project, which is essentially called the Darling Muffs of May, and on the 31st of May this year is our first ever exhibition, and the exhibition is the unveiling of the Great Wall of Muffs, and that comprises of a whole heap of muff portraits. So they're landscape A3 size portraits of muffs, and these are things that people have sent in to us, mostly women. We've got a couple of man muffs which are tucked with the tackle and rod tucked under, and decorated as that person wants to do it. Or it can be no hair or lots of hair, or braided hair, or bejazzled hair, and all of these sorts of things. So there's such a huge array, and it's absolutely hilarious. And there's also an online platform, so people can kind of come on board to just donate or to become a fundraiser, so like they can in Movember, so that peer-to-peer platform of fundraising. So the whole thing's been an absolute cack. It's been really, really fun, and it's really attention-grabbing as well. And I love the name as well, because it comes obviously from Shakespeare's, how can I compare thee to a summer's day, and the darling buds of May. But it's the darling. It's really around this amazing force that is the yin force of the planet, and it's the feminine force, which is so precious, and we all come from a muff. We are all a muff, and it's really a celebration of the feminine, essentially, in a very funny way, with lots of laughter and lots of creativity.
Amazing. I wish you all the luck. It sounds like such a fun project for you to have on at the moment. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. It's an absolute hoot, so thank you.
I bet it's a hoot. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to check out all the resources on the website that we've got there for you.